Hello my friends from the interwebs. Survive with knife here. Headed back, a little day hike, scouting out an area that I want to go kayaking to. I want to see if I can get to it with my kayak. It's basically a little scouting trip. So I'm just packed light. It's only about a 3-mile hike total, so not bad. At least I think that's all I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to head on back. I might do a short little review on the Condor Bushlore. I've had this knife for well over a year. I really need to get a review out on it. So maybe I'll just do a review of it out here in the bush. So we'll see. We'll just head back here, let you guys tag along, and we'll see what happens and see what we find. This here location that I'm in is the same location in 2 previous videos that I saw hogs, now wild hogs, so there's a lot out here. Well, actually no, take that back. I have a video of another location about 30 miles from here that I saw a bunch of hogs too, but this is one of the areas. So it's about 12:33. It's noontime right now, so probably won't see any hogs now. They're bedded down, but it is just an absolutely gorgeous day. It's about 75 degrees, so it's just perfect. So I'm going to head on back and we will see what we will see. Okay guys, see you guys in a bit. Well, hello folks. This is why you scout before you take a trip. Glad I know about this now instead of when I'm paddling down the river with my kayak and then discover I can't get through. I guess I could portage around that, but that's really good to know. There's a fence running right through the river. Okay guys, on with the scout. Okay friends, I'm out here. I just stopped to take a little break, drink some water, and thought I'd go ahead and show you what I have with me today. Today I'm carrying the Maxpedition roly-poly just for this day hike. Just have a canteen in here, a little cook set, the Esbit stove, and some Spam and ramen noodles. Just a few things for the day. And a poncho in there too. But what I wanted to talk about was this knife. As I said on the way in, this is the Condor Bushlore. Quickly give you the specifications on it. It's got about a 4 1/4 inch blade on it. It's got an 1/8 inch spine, 4-inch handle, giving you a total of 9 1/4 length from tip to end. The knife weighs 8 ounces. Comes with a leather sheath. It's on my belt right now. I'll show you that here in a little bit. But brass rivets right here. This is the micarta handled Condor Bushlore. They also make it with a hardwood handle, which is very, very affordable. I think you can pick up this knife with the hardwood handle for around $25 to $29, depending on where you're looking. This one here with the micarta scales, I think is going to be around 50 bucks. It's about twice the cost just for the micarta scales, which I think is a little ridiculous, but that's what I wanted, so that's what I got. But when you get the knife, actually I didn't even talk about this. This is 1075 high carbon steel. When you get the knife, it's going to have kind of a weird coating on it. It says it's bead blasted, but I'm not really convinced on that. But there's some sort of a coating on it, which I quickly took off the knife. And you're going to have to work on the edge. Mine did not come very sharp. This one actually is very sharp now. And I put more of a, it's not really a Scandi grind or a saber grind. It's more of a convex. It actually came. You can see they kind of put the grind on here with, and I'm told it's actually done by hand with a belt sander. So they put a primary bevel, which is slightly convexed, and then they have a secondary bevel which goes to the edge. That's how the knife came out of the box. Now, since I've worked on the knife myself, it's more convex down all the way down to the edge. Now, I really like this knife, I have to say, especially for the money. You really just can't go wrong. I think anybody that's especially starting into bushcraft, I think this is a really good knife to start with. However, if you're in humid or salty environments, I'm just going to warn you that this knife is really going to rust on you. I mean, I have other 1095 high carbon steel blades, and while a high carbon steel is going to rust on you, I've really never had the issues with rust on those blades that I have with this one. So simply because of that, I've actually been leaving this in the drawer if I go out on a humid summer day here in Florida. I'll just give you my experience with it. Maybe if I was going on a hike, and I'll give you an example. I went to work. I knew I was going to go on a hike right after work, so I took my stuff and packed it all up and got it ready to go, and left my knife just laying in the car. Now, you know, the vehicle gets pretty warm during the day, but after work, went out, pulled the knife out of the sheath, and it had a coating of rust completely on both sides of the blades, and that was in one day, just sitting in the car. So I've never had another knife do that. So it does rust quite easily. You can see this one is in really good shape though, because I just keep it cleaned and I keep it oiled. So you know, that's gonna help you with it. But these knives are made in El Salvador, so it's not a USA produced knife. But you know, I really would recommend it though for especially those getting into bushcraft and starting into it. And you know, you don't have maybe, you know, $250 or $200 to drop on a knife. So this is definitely a really good knife. Good feel on it for all different sorts of grips. Whether you're doing, you know, chest lever or cutting bracing on the knee or whatever, the handle gives you a really good comfortable grip in all kinds of positions, and it's just very comfortable. And with being the micarta or the wood, you can always obviously sand it yourself and get it where you like it. So really nice knife, batoned with it. Not much of a chopper, being 8 ounces, but that's not what it's meant for. It's a bushcraft knife, so you're not going to hew down a 6-inch pine tree with it. So there you guys go. That's the Condor Bushlore. That's my review on it. I'll show you guys the sheath on that. I'll just come up close to the camera.